I wasn't supposed to fall in love with the one who came to ruin me. But damn him for smiling like that, like he knew every lie I told myself to survive. The first time I met Asher Langley, I was wearing a suit worth more than my parents' mortgage. Custom-made. Black velvet. No sole in the stitching. It belonged to my fiancé, Grant Monroe, or more accurately to his stylist, who thought I needed to look less public school, more presidential before our engagement party. The ring on my finger weighed less than my heart. I said yes to Grant not because I loved him, but because his money could save my drowning family. My mother's heart medication, my father's failing diner, the foreclosure letter they hid in the kitchen drawer. I knew what it meant to be poor in America. Invisible until you're desperate. So when Grant dropped to one knee at the plaza and held out a 6-carat diamond, I didn't cry. I calculated. It was a transaction. Until Asher arrived. He walked into the rooftop garden like he owned the moonlight. Uninvited. Unapologetic. He wore sin like cologne and a jawline sharp enough to cut glass. Everyone else in that crowd raised champagne flutes. He raised an eyebrow. And when our eyes met, he smirked not because he was happy for us, but because he recognized the act. A fake smile. A hollow kiss. A lie wrapped in a love story. I hated him immediately. "You must be the charity case," he said, cornering me by the ice sculpture shaped like Grant's initials. "Did Grant find you on Craigslist? Or was it a GoFundMe wedding?" I should have slapped him. Instead, I whispered, "Who the hell are you?" He leaned in. Too close. Too warm.
Ex-boyfriend.
Still irreplaceable. And just like that, my engagement became a war zone. Asher didn't leave. That would have been merciful. No, he stuck around, hovering at every brunch, charity ball, and photo op like a ghost in Tom Ford. He made himself impossible to ignore, not because he was loud, but because he knew things about Grant, like how he takes his coffee, or the way he fidgets when he lies, or that he always plays Debussy when he's about to propose. He wasn't bluffing. He had been in love with Grant. Maybe still was. That made me the stand-in, the body double, the safe option. "Careful?" Asher murmured one night as he cornered me near the wine cellar, his breath warm against my neck. "You keep pretending long enough, you'll forget how to feel. Is that what happened to you?" I fired back. "Or did Grant just get tired of your ego?" He smiled, but there was pain in it. He got tired of being in love with someone who wouldn't kneel. I told myself I didn't care. I told myself I was doing this for my family, that feelings were irrelevant. But that night, I sat in the bathtub alone, fully clothed, clutching a bottle of champagne I didn't open, wondering why a stranger's words burned more than Grant's silence. I tried to love Grant. He was kind in a clinical sort of way, generous, predictable. His kisses were soft, scheduled, and completely detached. He'd touch my arm in public and say the right things. But in private, he never looked me in the eye. He never asked what my favorite song was. And when I woke up from a nightmare about my father's hospital bills, he turned away, mumbling, "You should see someone about that." Asher, on the other hand, wouldn't leave me alone. He found me on the balcony at 3 a.m. during a fundraiser, barefoot in a tuxedo shirt, shivering from more than cold. "I'm not the villain," he said gently. "Then stop acting like it. I'm just the only one who sees you." I hated how much I wanted that to be true. The night before the wedding, it rained. Hard. The kind of rain that drowns gardens and unearths regrets. I snuck away from the rehearsal dinner, ripped the tie from my neck, and found myself at the piano in Grant's study. I played Chopin. I don't know why. I just needed to hear something real. Asher found me there. He didn't speak. He just stood behind me, listening. And when I finished, he whispered, "You don't belong in a cage, you know?" I turned slowly. "You think I don't know that? Then why are you locking yourself in one?" "Because my mother has 6 months if she doesn't get surgery. Because my father works 14 hours a day and still cries when the electric bill comes. Because love doesn't pay hospital bills." Asher stepped forward. "And marrying someone you don't love? That's the cure." "No," I said quietly. "It's the price." He reached for my hand. And this time I didn't pull away. Then let me help, he said. I laughed. Bitter. You? The guy who's been sabotaging me since day one. I wasn't trying to destroy you, he said. I was trying to wake you up. I stared at him, and for the first time I didn't see arrogance. I saw longing, desperation, regret. Maybe we weren't enemies after all. Maybe we were just two boys who had both loved the wrong man for too long. The wedding never happened. I left a note on Grant's pillow the morning of. Said, "Thank you for saving my family. But I need to save myself now." He didn't call. He didn't chase me. He just wired the money to my parents' account. No strings attached. He was never cruel. Just lonely. Like me. I flew to New York the next day. Not because I knew what I wanted, but because I wanted to find out who I was when I wasn't someone else's plan. I found Asher at a gallery opening in Soho, surrounded by chaos, champagne, and critics. He saw me, froze. "I thought you were married by now," he said. "I thought you were done trying to ruin my life." He smiled. Turns out I was trying to be in it. I stepped closer, heart thudding. "Is this real?" I asked. "Or just another game?" He didn't answer. He kissed me. Soft, honest, like something breaking free. Now I live in a tiny apartment in Brooklyn. My dad runs a food truck. My mom's on the mend. I teach piano to rich kids who don't know Chopin from Cardi B, and I love every second of it. Asher still drives me crazy. He leaves socks everywhere. He flirts with baristas. He argues about movie endings. But he holds me when I wake up at 3 a.m. And he listens to every note I play. He doesn't make me feel safe. He makes me feel seen. And after everything, that's enough. That's everything. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with the latest videos.